Hey, I'm Scott Sandland, and Frank's asked me to put together this little video based on the article that I just wrote with him, for him, for the Your Attitude Sucks program. And particularly he wanted me to talk about some of the stuff I alluded to at the end of that article, which is basically about success and conditioning, and particularly the part on why you like your hobby a lot more than you like your job. Why is it that a lot of us spend, a third of our lives, or sometimes even more, at a job that we don't love, and yet we have this hobby that we spend a vast minority of our time doing that excites us so much more? And the first part of the answer is really obvious, because your job pays you and your hobby doesn't. Most of us can't afford to do our hobby if we're not doing our job, and that's understandable. But the part that is interesting is, if our job is the thing paying us and funding our hobby, why do we like our hobby so much more? And what can we do with that knowledge, and how can we apply it to our jobs or our careers? And I think that's important to differentiate between job and career. But in a nutshell, the answer is very simple. It's internal reward versus external reward. The job or career, whatever it is, that gives you external rewards. It gives you money. And there's nothing wrong with money. It's just that it's an external thing. Your hobby gives you internal reward. It gives you this set of emotions, this set of feelings. And they both have challenges. They both have problems for you to overcome, and they're both stimulating, and they're both all these different things. And for some reason, we all seem to gravitate towards our hobbies. And we want to do that on the weekends. We want to do that when we get off work. We don't want to stay and do more work or stay at the job. And there are people who are exceptions to that, and I'll talk about that in a minute too. But keeping it simple, the answer is internal reward versus external reward. And they've proven over and over again that internal reward is far greater than external reward. If any of you have mailing lists and you've wondered why a commission fee doesn't work as well as a contest, this is why. If you've ever seen somebody where you've offered them this great business opportunity and they didn't take it when they would take a favor, this is why. Internal reward, the emotions, is a far greater motivation than external rewards. And here's a neat thing. Most external rewards have been proven to be counterproductive. And I know that sounds surprising, but a bonus or commission checks and things like that are often counterproductive. They often hinder creativity and motivation. On a realistic scale, if you're a factory worker, if you're working an assembly line job, if you're working a job that is just mechanistic pounding away by the numbers with no creative thinking involved, then external rewards do work. But if your job is to be creative, if your job is to think in any way outside of the box, or even just have any cognitive ability, external rewards tend to diminish the return on your input. This is something that has been studied and proven over and over in just about every highly respected English-speaking college that has either an anthropology or economics department. I mean, I could go from Trinity College in Ireland to the London School of Economics, back over to America, to go to Princeton, Stanford, on and on. All of these schools have all proven that external rewards hurt creative thinking and problem solving. It hurts the return on investment. This is a big deal. This is a really big deal in terms of your productivity in your job and you motivating yourself and others. So how can we apply this? Well, some of you are listening to this video or watching this video, and they're saying, I get tons of internal reward out of my job. You guys also don't have problems with motivation, or at least not as much. People who don't have that internal reward system in their job lack motivation. Google does a great job of this, and they're the classic stereotypical example of this. They have 20-25% of their company's time is devoted to independent tasks, and it's just stuff that's problem solving for you guys, just for the sake of personal satisfaction. And when you can get somebody emotionally invested in doing a job and doing it right, they do it better when they're punching a clock. And as soon as you hear that, that makes sense. As soon as you hear the person's emotionally invested, they'll do a better job. Of course. So that applies to you. An easy example is if I ask you to help me as a favor. If you're a friend of mine and I ask you to help me do a favor, I need you to help me move across town. And it's going to suck and it's going to be a long day, but you say yes. And we do it. Great. If I were then to, instead of saying, I'll owe you a favor, something like that, and thank you very much, I really appreciate you, if I paid you the same hourly wage that I would pay a mover, whatever that would be, 10, 20 bucks an hour or something like that, and I paid you that, well, that would negate a lot of the effort you just put in. And then all of a sudden you're weighing it based on a financial reward. And you're saying, well, I don't want $100. I don't want, 80 bucks or 150 bucks. I'd rather either hang out with you and have you be my friend, or have you owe me a favor, do you a favor because I like you, or go make 150 bucks doing something that doesn't hurt my back tomorrow. But as soon as you put that external reward, it reduces the motivation to help. That's why I was saying, people put together these contests, and they put together, affiliate things, where they'll say, if you're the person who does the best at this, you get this reward. You're going to get vast higher returns on investment than if you're giving a percentage. And I've learned this the hard way myself. You can see over and over that the internal reward, let's see if I can beat this person, or let's see if I can do better than I did last time, that drive, that's what makes your hobby fun. That's what makes you enjoy that challenge and those setbacks. And you look at them differently than you do your job. Because when you're just punching a clock and you're just putting in hours, those setbacks are just, not again. It's not an opportunity for you to excel and to achieve. So let's look at this in a realistic way. The first and easiest way to do it is to understand that everything you do at your job funds your hobbies or the things you care about. So recognize that the things you're working on, even if it's just financially rewarding, remember why it's emotionally rewarding. Remember what you're earning. Remember what you're really getting out of it beyond the money. In fact, before the money, at a deeper and faster to appreciate level. That's step one. Step two is to create games for yourself in your job. To come up with challenges within yourself that are fun for you, so that you're playing against yourself or competing against somebody else. They may not even know you're competing against them. But to do it for yourself, not for let's see if I can get more commission sales than you. Not let's see if I can get a better bonus than you. But it's, am I the guy who can beat you? Am I the one who can do this? And as you ask yourself that, are you the one who's going to succeed? Are you the one who's going to achieve? You feel that drive. Are you the one who's going to be the better? You can be motivated by that. Instead of just, well, I'm going to get the same hourly rate whether I do it or not, or great, I can break my back to make a couple extra bucks. It's not there. It's the emotional investment that's everything. Internal reward systems are the secret to hobbies being fun. External reward systems are the secret to jobs being boring. It's why they pay you to go, because you wouldn't go for free. However, if you did go for free, it'd be something you cared about a lot more. And the things that you wouldn't be willing to go to for free, you'd care about a lot more, and you do a hell of a lot better job. So find a way to get yourself engaged on an emotional level at your job, in any way. It doesn't matter how. And we're going to be talking about more techniques and strategies and more effectively how to do that in the Your Attitude Sucks program. And if you don't already have it, grab this article that I put together with Frank based on the conversation he and I had, and read it. It's a quick read. It's a couple pages, and it gives you a lot of real tangible insight into how to define success for yourself and how to achieve success once you've done that. And obviously the free videos we've put out and the rest of the 10 videos that are part of the paid program. So check it all out for yourself and let me know what you think. All right, talk to you later.